Welcome to my channel. I'm Advocate Manjit. In today's video, I will let you all know as to what exactly you can implement in your daily routine once you start with your internship. Now, when you start your journey as an intern and when you start going to courts regularly, the first thing that you'll realize is that the functioning, the working of the court is not exactly what you've been taught in your law school. In fact, there's nothing much that is taught in law schools about the practicality and the working of the court. So that is something that is the first thing that you will realize once you start visiting the courts regularly. So of course, you would learn something new every day. You would have a new experience coming your way every day. Now, all of this really would take a lot of effort and time. And you would eventually get accustomed to how the courts function, and at the same time you would get assimilated to it with time. So everything that you learn and everything that you experience in your daily life while in courts would actually go a long way in your career. And every second that you've spent learning, every second that you've spend understanding everything of how things work in court, because the theory part is of course taught to you in courts, and how it's implemented in practical is what you learn while you visit the court. So it's all worth your time. It will definitely build up your confidence, and that has a long way to go in building your career. So while learning is a continuous process, there are certain things that you can adapt to which would make your learning easier. So let's discuss that one by one in today's video. The first and the foremost thing that you can do is start maintaining a diary. So you have a diary which is specially for lawyers. So it's called as a law referencer, and it is available in almost all the bookstalls that you have in almost all the courts. It is something that looks like this. So you have to get this diary, that's the first thing, and you need to know how to maintain it. So I'll just give you a heads up on what exactly you can find in this diary and how you need to maintain it. Now, this diary contains important statutes, important provisions in those statutes, which comes handy in your day-to-day life, in courts. At the same time, you will have rules governing the fee structure of advocates. Then you have the Maharashtra Court Fee Act as well. What is the court fee that you have to pay? What is the value of the stamp paper? So all of that basic information that you require on a daily basis. So if you're confused, if you need that information, you can quickly go through the pages in your diary, and it's just like a ready reckoner for something which is important that you might need in your day-to-day life in court. Now, apart from that, you would also need to start maintaining the diary. You need to get habituated to it. So I'll quickly show you how exactly a page on this diary would look like. So it basically looks like this. I hope it's clear. You can see it clearly. So it's like any other academic diary that you have. The only difference is you will find in the columns that you have. So this is very specific to law. So you will have your previous date over here. You have the court's name. You have the case number, name of the parties, the stage, and the next date. So these are the things that you can actually fill in. In fact, these dates, these details can be filled in one day prior. So for example, if I have a case for tomorrow, if I have a number of cases tomorrow, I will maintain the diary. I will write down the previous date of that case. I will mention the case number, the name of the parties, and what stage the case in, and in whose court. Court number is nothing, or the court name is nothing. It's the name of the judge in whose court your matter is listed for that day. So I'll mention all of these details in the diary. So what happens is tomorrow when I actually go to court, then I know for sure how many cases do I have listed on the board for that particular day and in which court exactly. So the chances of me missing out any particular matter is absolutely negligible. I will be able to organize my day. At the same time, I would be able to make sure that I attend all my cases for that day and do not miss out on any. So it becomes very, very important that you start maintaining your diary. So that was the first thing of how exactly you can maintain a diary and what exactly it can be used for. The second important thing that you need to start doing when you start your internship is download the eCodes app, and over there you can add all your cases, whatever cases that you have. Now, what exactly is the benefit of adding the cases on eCodes is it arranges all your cases date wise. So if I have to just with one click, if I have to know how many cases are there for tomorrow, with one click I can come to know, oh, I have 15 cases or 20 cases listed for tomorrow. There is a search option as well. So out of my 100 cases, one particular case that I want to find out from the added ones, of course, I can search in that and probably directly go on to that case. And also it simplifies your work. You get all the information about the your particular case on that website. So it will give you the information basically that you enter into the diary. You can easily get it from the eCodes app, or the eCodes website is also there, but app becomes more easier, so you can download that. So all the basic information like the previous date, the judge's name, and what is the next date. In fact, the case history is also updated there, the Roznama. So Roznama is nothing but what exactly happens on each hearing date is maintained in the register of the court. So that's called Roznama. In fact, that is also updated on eCodes mostly. So all of this information can be sought out from eCodes. It's actually making your life easier while you manage all your cases, so that again you do not miss out anything important. You can prepare yourself beforehand. At the same time, if I look into the eCodes and I see on a particular date I already have like 20-25 cases a day. So then I know that I cannot take any other dates on that particular day, because I'm already overburdened on that day. So because as you would all know that advocates have the liberty of asking the court to put the hearing on a specific day or a date, of course with the consent of the other party's advocate as well. So that's the liberty that you have. So for example, I know 30th of this month, for example, I have like 25 cases and I don't want any more hearings to be on that day. So I can take it on any other day as well. So it's all a click and you get all the information about your cases. It gives you a glimpse of what all you have to take care of on a particular day. So this becomes more handy as well. And at the same time, this also helps you to maintain your diary, which is also very important. The other thing that is very important that you can find on eCodes is, so every day a cause list is prepared. So you would have like hundreds of cases mentioned on the board in one particular judge's court. Now you would have to find out the serial number where your case is mentioned. So usually it's a practice that you go every day to the courtroom. There's a cause list which is pasted or hanged outside the court, or in fact inside the court as well. You have the board. It's basically in what you call it as simple terms, it's called the board. So that is there. You can go through all the cases and you would see on what serial number your case is listed. But to make this even more easier, on eCodes there is an option for cause list. If you click on that, if you click the name of the judge, and there's an option of search. If you put in something like first name of your party and try to search, the entire cause list would appear. You would get the serial number as well from there. So you can be prepared with the serial numbers also one day before. In rarest of the rare cases, the serial number might differ, but most of the time, I would say 99% of the times from my experience, I can say that the serial number is almost the same. And the next day, you can of course double check that when you visit the course before you actually mention that in the code, but however it wouldn't be so time consuming, because you are just confirming it. You are not going through the entire cause list of 100 200 cases trying to search yours. And you need to also know that, like you, there are a lot of other advocates also that are trying to look into that cause list. So it becomes a little bit difficult. If you know the serial number one day before, then it becomes very very useful. It makes your life easy actually. So these are the two things that you can actually adapt in your day-to-day life, and trust me, it definitely makes your life easier, especially while working as an intern. So that's all about that I have to discuss in this video. I hope you find this video helpful. Do like, share and subscribe to my channel to keep me motivated so that I bring up such videos for you. Also press the bell icon to get the notification of my next video. You can leave comments in the comment section so that it becomes more engaging. You can leave your suggestions or any advices that you have in the comment section as well. So I'll see you all in my next video. Till then, keep learning.